pose can be done a couple of different ways, and you can prep with doing a half frog, which I'll show you first. Half frog starts on the belly. It kind of starts in Sphinx pose. So you can extend the legs back behind. And come here. So it's nice to have a blanket handy here for a couple of different reasons. And for a half frog, it's nice to place it underneath the knee. So I have the blanket underneath my hips, but I'm going to place it off to the side here. I'm going to fold it up just a little bit more. And place the right knee on top of the blanket. And try to have the knee come out straight up from the hip, and then also a 90-degree angle in the knee and a little bit of flexion in the toes just to protect the knee. So option to stay up on the forearms for a little bit more sensation. You can also guide your student to come down onto the belly and the chest. Maybe rest the forehead down. So that's half frog. And again, good prep for the full frog. But if you want to go into full frog, again, blanket underneath the knees is preferred. It's very knee intensive and can be done on kind of like a hardwood floor if you want the option to kind of spread a little bit wider, a little bit easier. But I'll show you on this angle, and I'll show you on top of my mat because I want some stability here. So, I'm going to grab my props just in front so I can show you guys. So it's nice to have a couple of blocks handy and a bolster. So you can start off in a child's pose with the legs, so knees wide, big toes touching, and this is essentially the very beginning phase of frog pose. But you can also start to walk the feet out a little bit wider, so maybe they come maybe in line with the knees. And then maybe you can widen them even a little bit more. You can sink the chest down. So a couple of options. You can stay up on the hands, but it's pretty intensive on the wrist to maintain that posture. So always option to take a couple of blocks or the bolster underneath the forearms. So ideally your feet are flexed outwards from the center of the body, and you also have the option to come all the way down onto the chest here if your body allows it to. You can support the head with a block or with a bolster. You'll be coming all the way down onto the ground here. I can't quite make it there right at the moment, but you can lower the chest all the way down to the ground. So when you're ready to come out, there's a couple of different options. You can either slide your chest all the way forward and extend the legs back behind you, or you can kind of walk onto the hands very slowly, begin to walk the knees in one by one. So since this is pretty knee intensive, I like to give the option to extend the legs back behind. But as a counter pose, bring the knees together, sink the hips down towards the heels, and take an embryo pose.